speaking about how crazy the world been, I feel like being trapped due to the pandemic gave people a lot of time to like figure out their next move. You know what I'm saying? It's you got people that was able to figure out their next move. You got some people who I'll put it like this. I realized that the pandemic, the pandemic either brought the best out of you or the worst out of you. And I seen a lot of the worst out of people, but I also seen the best. I came out of it with Chalk It Up, my sports content. Y'all came out of it with the Big Steppers podcast. Like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel like you've been navigating through this pandemic? Just through business, family. Like, how has the pandemic been treating you?
That's a good question. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you too. In the beginning, it had my mental shot, bro. Like, so I started off from the top. I remember when we first like got sent home from work and we couldn't go back to work. I thought it was gonna be cool, but man, bro, I never had this much time on my hands in my life. Like I always been like a boy. Like I go to work and I don't go right home type boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out and about in the streets or whatever. Not doing nothing bad. But I just didn't like to be in the crib, you know what I'm saying? So when I had to be in the crib, you know what I'm saying, I just started doing stuff that's uncharacteristic of me. Like even with my situation with my lady and stuff like that, I was just doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do. And instead of like doing the right thing, which is talking about it and stuff like that, I allow myself to, go out and not do anything but say stuff and entertain stuff that I shouldn't have been entertaining. So that was like the first half of the pandemic, in which, although I'm not gonna say I wasn't happy with my situation, but I just was doing dumb shit. Like that's the only way I can put it, bro. And I ain't even blame nobody else but myself. But I had never been to a point where I was like, damn, like I don't got shit to do. Like, well, let me do this. So in the beginning, it was, a little different. We had just moved into a crib. It was a crazy, switch up. I'm just in the crib every day. I work from home. I'm in the crib. Like, where am I gonna go? I go out with her. I got my homies come through. But like I said, bro, it was a tough transition. Now going back to 2021, once like I had the podcast thing set up. So we started in January. That's when we found out that what we was gonna do. We got our name and everything. So we was like, all right, we're gonna drop in the springtime. But once I got that in my mind, even though I was going through my situation with the breakup and all that, I knew that this podcast shit was going to have me feeling great.
It
So
saved you.
it saved my mind, because if I ain't had nothing going on, I probably would have fell into a little track. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a weak-minded individual, but it probably would have been a little harder to, move on, move forward. You know what I'm saying? So since I had this helped me a lot, man. I knew that I had something to look forward to. And, bro, like, other than that situation, the pandemic has been pretty cool to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to complain. I got my mind right now, bro. I'm feeling healthy. Everything is going north. I'm going to say north.